All right, we're just waiting for it to be approved in the Facebook group. Yeah, we're just waiting. I posted the link onto yesterday's post, but I also am waiting for a post to be approved by Audrey. We're waiting for people to get over here. What's up, Steve? All right, more people are starting to come over here. I think they're starting to see that it's in the post from yesterday. So I don't think today's post has been approved. I'm not sure. Yeah, it hasn't yet. Probably because I was muted. That's why y'all cannot hear me. Yeah. Thanks, Scott. Okay. Brent, have you talked to Audrey recently? I can't get her to answer to approve that post. Well, well, yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I texted her earlier, but I didn't get a response. Yeah, I mean, more people are coming in now, so hopefully. How's everyone's day going? Everybody surviving quarantine? Jake, you're having a good day. That's good. Sequester Sundays are back. They are back. Make sure to tune into tonight's mini. It's going to be lit. Come on, Audrey. Come on. I think it got approved. It did. Okay. Yes. So Audrey approved it. So we will begin soon. People should start making their way. What's up, Kim? Kim, who do you want to win tonight? Who do you think's going to win? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right, we're gonna get started in like 2 minutes with the first few questions. Dallas, yeah, I think Dallas could. I do want to see Taryn win. Yeah, y'all can start asking questions now. I can start answering. Yeah, I think Taryn can make his way around a target that he might already have on his back just for covering Sequester. But I think Evie, or I think that's how you pronounce her name. Evie? Yeah. I think she will at least be at round table. I could see Evie being a drag. I think she's going to play a super strong game, but might piss someone off towards the end. But yeah, y'all can start sending questions in now. Ask anything. Like, if you have a question about Sequester in general, season 3, my thoughts on something else, hell about me, whatever, I'll answer. Oh, thanks, Brent. Ooh, let's see. Okay, so Brent asked, "What did I hate most about my season?" Um, Honestly, I would say I didn't get to build as close connections with everyone else, like when we were playing the game, well, like when we were in Atlanta, like everyone else did, simply because like me and Jess, we made it all the way to the final two. So we didn't get the time to spend with the contestants and like the jury or the pre-jury. We didn't get to like just talk and actually just like relax for a second. The entire time that we were in Atlanta, we were strictly game. Um, until about the last 10 hours in Atlanta. So we really only had like 10 hours to kind of just be human with these people. So that's probably what I hated most about my season. So it kind of sucked, but yeah, we're all good now, so that's good. Oh, Amanda, why are you so beautiful? I love you. I love you a lot. Hopefully, one day we might get to play together. I would love to play a mini or hell, or even the live version with you. It'd be so much fun. I'd want to be like in your drama. um, let's see. My thoughts on that. Are you asking me that, Nico? I'm not sure. Nico, if you're asking me that, comment. And I'll go back to that. Christine, what's up? That was it was a very humble brag. Oh my! Have I ever gotten a wedgie? Yeah, I did. I got called out a few times on the show. Like you're moving fast around the house, so things just like get shifted in a way, and no shame. You got a wedgie, you pick it out. Like you're fighting to win. So, Jess, so true. I was said about that too. At the finale party, everyone was already BFFs, and that's true. I feel you on that. You feel like you're still trying to get to know and learn things from people. And what Jess means by the finale party, that was like our last 10 hours there. So that was after the game had already ended. We actually got to be human with these people. What is up with the mustache? Trust me, I don't think it looks good at all. So don't like, I know it looks terrible. It's my quarantine stash. I am just growing it out as long as I'm in quarantine, and I hate it. I really do hate it. Like the hair is starting to go like on my lip. So it's not good. Ooh, who do I think got the best edit from our season? That is that's solid. Who got the best edit? Um, Honestly, I would probably have to say Jess probably got the best edit. Um, Simply because the way it was edited, and because the viewers got to see a whole different side of Jess than what we necessarily did in the house, and the her edit kind of like showcased all the moves that she made. Whereas we couldn't see any of that, and like we didn't know about any of that until we rewatched the season. So I think her edit kind of set her up to be, shown as like the super strong game player, and we eventually got to see it after, because all we saw was like super sweetheart Jess, and we didn't think she was doing much in the game, but like she was really doing a lot. So I think that her edit did a lot for her. I would also say kind of Erica. I think Erica got a really good edit on the viewer side, like of building viewership and fanship, just because she was placed as like the underdog role, not necessarily shown for a game. Because I think there got to a point where Erica
I don't want to say gave up, but there was a point where it got to her just having the mentality of, okay, I got to win every competition, not, okay, I need to focus on getting this person, this person, this person to flip. Um, so yeah, I think probably Jess and Erica. Ooh, yeah, Christine, I agree with you. Um, let's see. Jess asked what my favorite round to play in our season. Favorite round. Honestly, I would probably have to say the partner twist, the round where Braden and Dina went, simply because like to the people that haven't heard me say this before, that round I was actually going to go after Jess if it was just a normal one person's voted out round, because when we got ready to start that round, I look around the group and I'm like, wow, I have a relationship, whether it's strong or kind of weak relationship with everyone here besides Jess. I was like, Jess has got to go this round. So me being a partner with her really allowed me to like kind of make a bond with everyone, I'd say, at least a working relationship with everyone. But that twist also kind of can work in your favor or hurt you. And in my case, I feel like it hurt. I mean, it helped me simply because I look at the partners, and at least one partner from every group I felt like I was good with, that they didn't want me to go. And then some partners, like the duo, neither one of them wanted me to go. So I think that twist could really hurt or help you, but it was an interesting one for sure. And I think it really shaped the rest of my game, because that kind of is the only reason why me and Jess ever became like a team at points. Ooh. Bill asked, talk about night zero during the first day that I was there. So day zero, you are sequestered away. So you arrive in Georgia, you're sequestered away from everyone. Like we don't get to talk to anyone. The moment that the cameras turn on, what you guys see, that is the first time we get to talk to anyone, see the cast. Like those are true first impressions. So day zero, that night where like Dustin was cleaning the pool, things like that, all of that was probably about 3 hours. We got really only 3 4 hours to seriously get to know these people and try to make the bonds necessary before the game started the next day. So yeah, night zero is basically what you guys saw just in a 3 hour time frame. So we don't see anyone get to talk to anyone before then. So you're really getting to see like our true first impressions on everyone. And yeah, it's nerve wracking for sure. Oh my God. Marcus, if you would play again and are a villain again, will you keep the mustache? Absolutely not. This mustache is not staying in my real life. Like I'm not. No, it's gross. um, Favorite player from season two. Honestly, I don't think I'm not even like saying this to like suck up to you, Amanda. But honestly, you were my favorite simply because you were sneaky, but whenever you were caught, like you might have tried to get out of it, but then you just like own your shit. Like you got to a point where you knew people were after you, kind of similar to me, and you just kind of let loose. You didn't give a fuck. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that word. You didn't like. You didn't care what people thought, and I respect that as a player and a person. So I would definitely probably say you were my favorite. Uh, my least favorite, honestly, and only probably just because of like game related reasons, I would probably say like someone like Hannah. Um, just because she even knew that Judd was going to control that entire revote, and she was going to go home with one vote, and she allowed it to happen. She casually was just like, you guys are letting Judd, like, no, fight for that. Like if you know something is about to happen and your ass is about to be out the door, like you fight hard. Like you don't let someone control your game. Like take it into your own hands. Out of everyone, who did you wish you had the chance to work with more, and why was it me? Kristen, yeah, you were one of the people that I wish I had the chance to work with more, just because in the short time that you and I had in the game together, I felt like you had shown so much trust and loyalty to me, and you had a lot of similar people that you were working with. Therefore, you gave me the green vest in round two, which I really appreciate. But yeah, I think besides you, I would want to have a closer relationship with probably someone like Tori or Erica. Tori, who I feel like I had a great connection with, and she played a strong game. But Tori, I feel like laid her cards out way too much to people. Like whenever she was voting jurors, she just flat out was like, "I'm voting you," which is very respectable. But in a game like Sequester, it can hurt you a lot. And I'd probably say Erica, just because I didn't know I had backstabbed Erica the way that I did the entire time until the episode was revealed. I thought I was actually standing up for Erica at times, and I totally wasn't. So going back, I would definitely not be afraid. Like, yeah, I didn't vote Erica out, but I wouldn't be afraid to say, okay, I'm not voting them. They are an ally. They are a friend. I would say voice my opinion more in that sense and taking up for people. That's all I'm gonna say about that, Brent. Oh, that's all I'm gonna say. Still trying to win a jury vote. Let's look. Next question. Who did I want to come back from pre-jury? Actually, funny you asked, because if I would have made a list of who I wanted to come back, Cameron was one of the ones at the top. I had no idea Cameron was after me. I had no idea if she didn't trust me. I thought it was solely she didn't trust Erica and didn't like Erica. So I was genuinely excited whenever I saw her come back. Uh, but if I could have had anyone else come back, it would have been MP or Dina. Me and MP, the last thing, like we clicked day zero. Like that first night, we were good, and we'd already decided like, hey, we're gonna work together. Round one starts. I don't see MP anywhere in the house. We just kept missing each other because we're having to talk to 19 other people. But then right before like the time went off for the round to end, we see each other literally 5 seconds on the clock, and we're just both like, "Oh, I haven't heard your name. Oh, I haven't heard your name." I feel great vibes between you and I. We'll talk more next round. And then she's gone. So those are the famous last words of mine and MP's relationship in the game was, "Oh, we'll talk more next round." And she unfortunately got robbed. Justice for MP. Did not see the next round. Ooh, Vegas, LA. I don't know if that's to me, but I'm definitely down for another LA trip for whoever wants to. Oh, how long did it take you to get used to the cameras? Would you ever redo a conversation if a camera didn't catch it? Um, how long did it take? I mean, I would say even towards the final two, like you're like still not used to it. Like there's still uncomfortable times where you're like, oh dang, there's a camera right there. But I would say it starts getting easier probably around the jury phase, or probably kind of around like final 14 area. Um, just because you're so focused on the game at that point, you've had a couple of rounds under your belt, like you're not even really caring about cameras at that point. Um, but yeah, I mean, all the way up until the final two, a camera's on you and you can feel that, so it's weird. But if I have to redo conversations, there would be a few times where like I wasn't speaking loud enough or something like that. So I would just like repeat something. I wouldn't like redo an entire conversation, because then that's just like very not like it's not natural. But yeah, did you tell me you could do something physically amazing in our free season interview? Oh, I think I told you I used to be able to jump up and kick myself in the head, like the back of the head, like. Um, Yeah, I don't know if I can anymore. I'm gonna like have back spasms all week if I do. Oh gosh, Hurricane Amanda. I just saw that. Draw a season 3 line. No, we're not drawing season 3 lines. We're not drawing lines. Oh, that is a good one. This is a question that a lot of people ask, and they're very curious about is what do we eat? Um, you forget to eat in the real world, so like food's not necessarily on your mind in the house. But whenever we did get to eat, oh, we would eat. I think the first night we had Little Caesars. I think season 1 Black Cat knows a lot about Little Caesars. Trying to see what else we had. Taco Bell one night or one day for lunch. Like we got a couple Taco Bell items. We had Hot Pockets. Hot Pockets were good. Microwavable pizzas, solid. Um, yeah, it was like a lot of. Oh, we had like ramen one night. That ramen was good. Um, but at that point, like when you have food in front of you, whenever you can finally think about a meal, it's gone so quick you don't even care what you're eating. Who would you have dragged at Final Four if you were eliminated? Oh, that totally. I think this might. I don't know. I would have been. I would have had to take a few moments because I would have felt like very backstabbed and betrayed if all three of them had pointed at me. Um, Honestly, I might have picked someone like Jayla. I think I would have maybe let Jess and Zach in the final two. Only reason being is Zach, I thought played a way better game than he actually did. Uh, I guess I'm like one of the only people that saw that in the house. But yeah, I thought he was playing a great game, so I thought he did deserve a spot in the final two. I didn't think it would be undeserved. Yeah, I think I would have might have picked Jayla, especially after the entire "you should go, you're a jury vote for me." I think it would have just pissed me off too much, and I'd have felt okay with Jess and Zach in the final two. Um, oh gosh, the new comments. I'm having to like scroll down. Sorry. Did I realize I was the villain of the season as we were playing? I not necessarily that I was going to be like the villain. I knew that I was an asshole. Like I knew that I would tell people stuff and then lie. Um, so the entire jury side, I didn't realize any of this until the jury started. That's when I really like didn't care what people thought. I did not care. I wasn't afraid to just like throw a vote somewhere and screw some people over. So yeah, but I did not realize how big of an ass or villain I was until the episodes. But I kind of had a clue, um, just kind of the way that conversations were going and confessionals. Um, no, I think the only person like loyalty wise, Wes would have been Drew, but I didn't want Drew in the jury part just because of how big of a challenge beast he is. Yeah, I did not want him in. Everyone did want MP back. A lot of people wanted MP back, and I think if MP won the battle back, I think she would have at least made Final Four. Um, she would have went a long, long, long ways. So I was improved. Oh, okay, okay, Brent. People were talking about tonight's mini with each other, so I didn't know. What didn't they show editing wise that I was expecting? That I don't know. I feel like if you'd asked me that question before you actually just asked me that question, I could have had some stuff. Um, oh my gosh. I mean something that wasn't shown was like the box challenge, so that where we had to like run and um, get the boxes and find an LOS in there for safe, like the green and red best round. We had to do 2 takes of that because whenever if you remember my confessional where I'm like a group of douchebags like caught him at the grocery store, that one, no joke, like Kevin, Drew, Zach, all of them just took out the boxes and the boxes went flying everywhere and like LOSs were popping out left and right. So they had to like reset, like shut the boxes again, like tape them up, like everything like that. So we had to do 2 takes of that. So I wasn't unsure how that, I wasn't sure like how that was going to be shown edited wise. But yeah, that was a mess. Let me see. Uh, Cam, I when Josh was there, he was like, "Y'all are getting fed like kings and queens compared to what we were." Season 2 is mini pizza, ramen noodles, PB and J. We did have sandwiches, like turkey and ham sandwiches. That's one I forgot. Let's see. I mean, I was at least I was aware I was an asshole. I knew that I was screwing people over, but that was my strategy. I said I'm there for me, myself, and I only one winner. Like this is what I'm doing, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get there. And luckily, I did. Um, Name 3 heroes and 3 villains from season 1 and 2 that you would align with. Oh, okay. We'll go season 1. So I'll start out with the villains. Just get that out of the way. Definitely Cammy. Cammy, I would work with 100%. Definitely think she is a villain in the game of Sequester. Nick DeLisi, definitely, definitely would. Oh wait, Brent just Skyped me. One sec. All right, yeah. So definitely Cammy, definitely Nick. Another one. Um, another villain. Uh, I would probably say Kate Morelli. Um, very, very solid head on her shoulders. Like she knows the game. She's smart, strategic. So I think those 3 with me, I could definitely do some damage with. Heroes, I would say definitely Curtis. Curtis hero for sure. Um, Another one. I would say Ayla. Ayla, sweetheart. Like she's so nice. She reminds me a lot of Jess in the games. And I would say also this one's kind of on the fence of hero and villain, but I really really like her, Dana. So I would definitely say those probably the 3 from season 1. Season 2, villains, definitely Amanda. Um, who else? Heroes, I would say Jake. Another villain. Another villain, I would say probably Hamza. Hamza's like super super strategic. Yeah, I would say him. A hero, I'd probably say Cameron. Um, Cameron, I feel like I could work well with. Uh, let's see, another villain. Another villain, I would probably say, hmm, I'd probably say someone like maybe maybe Veronica. I think Veronica might be a like a questionable villain, but I think she would eventually like fall under the villain side because she's always up to something. So I would say that, and then hero. Hero probably you can, but I think you also fall under maybe a villain category. You're another like borderline, so I think you and V could be swapped, but I think both of you for sure. Oh, Jake asked, do you think Zach would have won if he made final 2? If Zach, if I was I think that I thought that Zach had a chance to win. I really did. Talking to the rest of the jurors after, Zach didn't stand a chance of winning versus any of us in the final four, which really, really surprised me. Yeah, so I thought Zach was playing a way better game. Who do you think's the most underrated player? Ooh, the most underrated. I mean, from our the players' perspective, I think Jess was definitely the most underrated. Just because y'all, like I said, y'all saw a lot more than what we saw. From the viewers' standpoint, I would say probably I would say probably someone like Kristen or Ty. Um, Kristen and Ty, like they might not have seemed like they had a super lot of control in the game, but they were always trying to give their input, try to push what they wanted. Now it didn't necessarily happen, but they definitely tried, and I think that that wasn't shown as much in the edit like it might have could have been. But I think they're definitely underrated players as well. Um, oh yeah, Brent, it's never gonna die, and I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Reposting my drags. What do you hope to see in season 4 that wasn't in season 3? Ooh, fun in-game players. You know, I still think that the four people that will make it to the end are gonna be the people who played the smartest when they need to. Like we might not have been like the funnest four people to have at a round table, but all the people that played like got out before us, they played too hard and didn't know when to strike at the right times. So I don't know. I hope that season 4, I hope that they're not scared. I want to see a cast full of people who are not scared at all. Can you imagine 20 like badasses just going like really hard from moment one? I think that could be an amazing season, but a very messy season, which the viewers love messiness. Yeah, Kristen tried to stir up some stuff, and she definitely could have done a lot more. If me and Erica went in that double elimination round, I think the game would have been totally different. Um, yeah, I think it would 100% would have been a different Final Four, and obviously a different winner. But like the rest of the boot list, like the boot order, would have been completely different. Let's see. No, yeah, Brent, I 100% agree with you. Like people going from moment one, like all 20 of them. I think that that would be something. Bigger competitions. I definitely agree, Christine. Like season 3 took such a boost in competitions compared to like season 2 and season 1, and that's no shade on either of those seasons. Like like you see Sequester season 3 and how well produced it was. Like I can't even imagine what season 4, season like 5, 6, like it's only going up from here. So like just like the difference between season 1 and 2, and then season 2 and 3, like can't even imagine like the future. It's exciting. I mean, I'm gonna assume you were talking about Zach, maybe, but yeah, R.I.P. My favorite and least favorite challenge to compete in. I would say that my favorite was the battle match that I won. That was just a fun challenge. Like win or lose that one, we were freaking exhausted. Me and Kristen, we were so drained. Like we had to go like almost 50 yards down like a field just to win, and it was exhausting. So I definitely think that that was my favorite. Anything that was kind of like resembled to like like a challenge that you would see like on MTV The Challenge. I think those are really fun. My least favorite might have been the eating challenge. I love the guessing part. I was really good at the guessing part. I did not like eating gross foods. I didn't like looking at them, like the hot dog water, hot dog juice and stuff that like Jess and them had to eat. I no, like even looking at it, like if you go back and watch the episode, I'm like looking to the side, like covering my face with the chalkboard. It was gross. Like you could smell it. Nah, well, it wasn't good at all. Season 4 applications have already. You can't submit any more applications, but if you applied for season 4, if you've been contacted anytime, do not tell anyone. Keep it a secret. It will be worth it. Yeah, if you do not apply for season 4 or anything like that, apply for season 5, apply for season 6. You won't want to regret it. If you have any questions, like always feel free to reach out. Yeah. Who am I rooting in tonight's mini? Obviously Taryn. Like when Brent would rip me to shreds, like Taryn would at least give me some credit for some moves that I was making. So definitely Taryn, got to be loyal there. I don't know who else. I'm loving Granny. Like I had no idea who Granny was before, but I think it's so I love it. I'd probably say Evie. I'm supporting Evie. She's OG Sequester online format. Evie for sure. But yeah, that's fun. Who was the biggest floater in season 3? Biggest floater. Biggest floater. Honestly, ooh. I mean, looking back at it, I would say that Zach was the biggest floater. Definitely. He was in a lot of conversations, and if I think about it, Zach would always just kind of agree with what I said. He wouldn't really give the input. So I would definitely say Zach. Has anyone shut you out of a room since season 3? And if it happens in season 4, is that the winner edit again? No one has shut me out of rooms. Partly because half the time since the show's been over, I've been like in quarantine. But no room shuttings have happened. Season 4, no. If you're playing in a future season of Sequester and someone is shut out of a room, vote them out. They will win. It's like third time's a charm. Like they won't win that time. So you definitely got to get them out. It happened to me and Kim, and look where we got. Brent said, well, you can submit applications. It'll probably go to season 5. Okay, so yeah, continue to send in your applications. Like once you're in, like your application is good. So I remember I applied for season 2, and I was a semifinalist, so I didn't even make it on to season 2. I was very discouraged, and didn't necessarily want to apply for season 3 just because I put so much work and like had hoped so much. But then I applied literally towards the end of the deadline, and I made it, and look where I am now. Like I won season 3. I would have never. I thought me getting rejected for season 2, that was it. Like I was never making on Sequester. Seriously, do not get discouraged. Keep trying, keep applying. Like your time will be sometime. It just might not be season or like next season. Just keep trying. Don't give up. Too bad I did not give up. That is true. That is true. Brent, you would have never been blessed to see me on your screen. who would you have had to shit on? That'd have been something. Let's see. Is there anyone from BBUS can you're hoping for on season 4, or do you want it to be all fresh faces? Okay, so I am so glad that I got to play on a season with all fresh faces, simply because none of us kind of had that reputation from like a BBUS or like a BB Can. So I'm glad that everyone started off kind of on the same playing field. Yeah, some of us were familiar with each other from the org community, but I mean, none of us were like best friends in any type of way. Like if we knew each other from the org community, it was 9 times out of 10 because we had some beef in the past. Um, but yeah, I'm so glad that all fresh faces were there with me, and like I enjoy seeing fresh faces, and yeah, I hope it stays that way for a while. But it is interesting to see people like Judd, who come from a big BBUS and who is so loved by America on there, see how he plays in Sequester and how like chaotic he is. Because I feel like, at least in my point of view, I didn't see any of that in Judd on BBUS. So yeah, it was definitely interesting to see like how they play in a Big Brother setting compared to Sequester. Thank you. It's gross, so that's gross. Probably because of org connections. Yeah, I mean the org connections that I had, I know at least like I had like kind of bad blood with a lot of them, a lot of drama in the past, but yeah, I mean it was fun. I mean I've repaired all of the bad blood with any of them, so it's good now. Ooh, do you think having Ty on our season helped or hurt you at all? Um, I mean, I would say it hurt more than anything, simply because I wish I could have went into a game and not known a single soul, like didn't know anything. Um, but I mean, I just had to adapt to the situation I was given. I gave me and Ty a shot, and it just didn't work out. We just blew up, and that was the end of it. I literally don't think me and Ty spoke a single word to each other. After the debate round. So whenever we gave up on it, we 100% gave up on it. Not even like a hi, who are you voting? Like nothing. We weren't in the same room. We just avoided each other. So we kind of knew then. But yeah, I think it hurt me a lot. Um, would you have worked with Ty a little longer if they didn't do a twist? They did after Cameron coming back. Oh, I definitely think me and Ty would have worked together longer. I think the only reason why it blew up the way it did, I had actually already told people, a few people about me and Ty knowing each other before. I told like Jayla and Jess, um, so that's why I knew whenever he had said that some people had already known that, so I wasn't going to look as shady as what I might have could have been. But yeah, it wouldn't have came out the way it did. Um, and yeah, we would have worked together a lot longer, I feel. Um, sure. Ask messy questions, Jess. Ask messy questions. What is it? I see a lot of Brent is ruthless. What does he ask? Oh, all the questions about me not being back on the show. It hurt the viewers. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, good. Ooh. What is the best advice for people applying for the live sequester seasons 4 and 5? Don't give up. Like, really don't give up. Best advice I can give, if you're cast or you make it further on, don't tell anyone. Like, don't tell your best friend. Don't tell anyone. Like, my family didn't even know I won the season until it was revealed. I have a video of like the only person who knew I had won was my sister-in-law, and I told her literally like 30 minutes before the finale aired because I wanted to get so the entire family thought I was excited to Jess the entire time. They had no idea. So I think that's the biggest thing, is just loose lips sink ships. That is so true. So if you get any messages like, hey, you've made the next round, hey, you're in the cat, don't tell anyone. Don't even tell anyone that you like applied. Um, So yeah, don't give up and don't talk about it. That's what I would say. Number one sequester crush. Um, honestly, Jess. I would say Jess. Whenever I said that Jess was an All-American sweetheart, still agree today. She's one of my best friends, but yeah, I would say Jess. Jess is good, and my mom loves Jess, so I'll say Jess. My Horned Frog mascot days. Wow. So yeah, I was a collegiate mascot at TCU. Um, and it was so fun. I got to experience so many things that I would have never got to before. Um, just by being a mascot, I've done commercials in LA, the Heisman House commercials. I've done those. Getting to go to like Big 12 basketball tournaments and like behind the scenes and getting to see all these different things is so fun. You can actually like no one knows who's inside a suit, and you can just be yourself. That's what's crazy about it is like no one knows it's you. And I think me really embracing that as a mascot, like allowed me to be crazy without knowing I'm crazy. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Definitely some of the best days of college. And I would do it again tomorrow. So yeah. Who from our season would you have not wanted to win? Um, I would not have wanted Cameron or really Dustin to win. Just we didn't work well together in the game, and I think they could have handled having the power and final nine a lot differently. Because I don't think they realized like, yo, if we go in and we lose the battle, numbers are kind of going to be even again. But yeah, I think they could have handled their game a lot differently, and but yeah, that's why I would say I didn't want to win. Oh, the only other person that you wanted to win besides me and Jess was Erica. Yeah, I mean Erica, I don't know if Erica would have won in the end. I don't know if people would have voted her. That's a question I do not know. Let's see. Yeah, Danny, if you want to ask anything, just comment in here, and whenever I see it, I'll pop it up and we'll answer it. Fun facts about Hunter that Kim knows other than yes, Kim. Kim, I've known Kim for several years throughout the Ori community, and great woman, great woman. Let's see. Who from your season deserves a second chance? You know, I would say a lot of people from our season deserve a second chance. Christine deserves a second chance. Braden deserves a second chance. Drew deserves a second chance. MP, second chance. Um, Erica, I would say, deserves a second chance. There's like our pre-jury was so stacked. I would say you could say almost anyone, with the exception of like one or one or two people, deserve a second chance. So yeah, I think we had a very stacked season. Erica and Hunter, iconic villain duo. See that? I feel like Erica wasn't a villain. Erica was definitely a hero in the eyes of the viewers. I didn't see Erica as a villain, but I think a lot of people in the game definitely might have. What was the casting process like for my live season of Sequester? So Danny, like I mentioned before, I applied for season 2, was a semifinalist, got cut. Season 3, I applied towards the end of application process or the deadline, and I did my interview. I got an interview with Audrey and the rest of casting, and it kind of just went from there. Made it to the next round, and the entire time, like very tight lipped. Didn't tell a soul. And then I found out several months before. So no, I was asked, and then couldn't tell anyone. So I had to wait like an entire time there, and the cast was revealed. So then I had to wait another 3 or 4 months before I could even say I was the winner. So yeah. My mom was apparently under my name. Wait, what? Well, there's my mom. She definitely applied for the Amazing Race. I would do Amazing Race with Jess. I would do it. If you had gotten on season 2, who would you have worked with? I I honestly don't know who I would have worked with in season 2. I feel like I would have done so bad in season 2 that I could not have played the game that I did. Season 2 is very like vote this way or you're gone. So I would have definitely had to jump on that train. But I definitely don't think I would have been able to play a game that I feel like I would have had a lot more regrets in season 2, just because I might have been more scared. I don't Not scared, like nervous around these people. I think season 3, everyone was kind of like around the same age. Because hell, I'm 21 and I was playing that game, and yeah, I think I just vibed a lot better with season 3 in the game than season 2. Now I love season 2 cats now. After I've got to know them and everything, but I think I would have done way better in season 3 compared to season 2. Um, how do you think you would do on Sequester All Stars, and would you play differently? Ooh, I don't. I would definitely play differently. I would be more honest and loyal to the people who have my back. I went in this time with me, myself, and I mentality, and I kept the entire game. Um, so yeah, I think that's the big thing on what I would change about my game is showing people that I am honest and loyal, because all of these players would have seen how I played season 3. And the people from season 3 would know, oh, he screwed us over last time. Um, so yeah, I would say I would really have to go out of my way to like prove to people, hey, I'm playing this game differently. This is what I can do for you, and like that. So I think I would have to be a lot more upfront with my game a second time around compared to how I did in season 3. In LA for the watch party, I remember taking pictures with you and thinking, wonder if it was. I knew this entire time. You just didn't. And whenever on the finale night, whenever me and Nick DeLisi had taken a picture, we had left a little space for you in between us just so we could crop you in later. But yeah, what's up, Jordan? I remember Hunter saying he wanted to get a pic with you and Nick, but was too scared it would be too. Oh, I was so nervous. Like I was on eggshells that entire premiere party, just because I didn't want to like slip up and like say something that might have leaked something. And yeah, so I was very tight lipped. Oh, Danny, I'm rooting for Taryn for sure. I want Taryn to win. But then I had also said like Granny and Evie. I definitely think that I'm predicting Evie is going to get third place. She's going to be dragged out. Um, Taryn's making the jury. I know that at least. Taryn is making the jury. Knock on wood. Um, yeah, we can hope. Yeah, it was asked, but my favorite round was the duos partners round that I was with Jess, simply because that kind of really shaped the rest of my game and opened a lot of doors for me moving forward. But yeah, we've been on here for close to an hour. Yeah, does anyone else have any more questions? I see that the chat's kind of like dying out. Jayla, loving the porn stash. Just for you, just for you. Jayla, love Jayla. The entire season when people are giving her crap for the game that she played, I'm telling you, Jayla will give the shirt off her back to someone, even if it's the last one she had. Like Jayla is a sweetheart, definitely one of the nicest people I've met in my life, and would do anything for like even a stranger. Like she would help anyone out. So I hated seeing the hate that viewers were giving her this season. But always good to have Jayla's back. Yes, Cam, Jayla is amazing. From a player's perspective, the wheel round was my favorite. It was terrifying, but so fun. Okay. So true. Jayla's the most giving person I've ever met. Yes, Jayla. Look at all the love for Jayla. Yes. Hashtag justice. MP got a mini win. If no one watched her mini, MP slayed it. She won. Unanimous vote. She is the first person to like cause it to go final four to a will. She did the damn thing. So MP is going to be hopefully in Winners at War. Yeah. Were they real tears? When I lost my vote. So initially they were real tears. So they were real tears, but then it became a strategy thing of really play it up. I also get the question a lot if finale were real tears, just based off my confessionals of how Final Seven went. Finale was 100% real tears. Like there wasn't a single fake tear in that one. Just the entire time when you hear people say like, "Oh, not these words exactly, but kind of you were a shitty person in the game." And yeah, I knew I played dirty and I screwed people over, this and that. Um, but like a show like this is a dream of mine. And whenever they're talking about, do you think your family's going to be proud of you? Do you think that people are going to be happy to call you the winner? Like things like that. It got my mind like roaming really quick about, oh shit, like, am I going to look back at this and like, damn, I did this all wrong? So my mind immediately went negative. And the final two. So that's why so many emotions just built up. And again, on that entire final day was from Cameron and Erica's elimination. So final final nine elimination, no, final eight elimination, all the way to final two. So that it was a lot. It was a lot. So yeah, no, yeah, me and Jess, like Jess is the one that I got to bond with before the show was over, just because when we were in the final two, we got to go upstairs and get ready while everyone else was preparing for final two. So the game was over for me and her at that point. Like competition wise, all that there was left is pleading our case to the jury, hoping they vote for us to win. But between her and I, we didn't have to manipulate each other anymore. So we got to actually sit down and talk to each other personally. And yeah, so that's why like in final two when Jess asked me, "Hey, can I throw you under the bus?" Very dumb move on her part, but it's because Jess has a good heart. Me and her had built that friendship and respect for each other that she didn't want to hurt me in any type of way. So yeah. Aw. Let's see. You were a villain, but a fun villain. No real hate from anyone. Well, I appreciate that. It was fun to play. Oh, what did Jess whisper to you to check if she could say? Oh yeah, so she asked, "Can I throw you under the bus here?" The jury did not like that. Said, "Hey, eyes up here." Like, wow, no, no, throw him under the bus. I mean, I told her to. So I wonder what she would have said. I wonder what she would have done if I said, "No, don't throw me under the bus." Jess, what would you have done? Oh, oh, Dina. Let's see. After okay, so Tori going was huge for all of our games. Final six, excuse me, whenever I had to flip Tori from the guys, that was huge. That was huge for all of us because I think Dustin knew Tori was his biggest threat to win. I think a lot of people knew Tori was a threat to win in general. So her going like opened the door for so many people. Love it so much. I found it 2 weeks ago. Played in my first mini. Hey, well, welcome. We're glad to have you. Sequester is an amazing community. Let's see. Oh, I was the only pre-jury person who thought Hunter had it in the bag, but I missed so much that Jess did. It was impressive. 100% agree. Dina, you were the, after I had won, first off, I was surprised that it was 8-1. I think even with the game that we had seen Jess play in the house, I think she definitely deserved more than one vote. But yeah, I heard that you were the only person in pre-jury that said I was going to win, and it's not forgotten at all. Much love to you, and would have definitely loved to see you return. I wouldn't have thrown you under the bus, but I would have had to get creative with my answer. Jet, much respect, but throw me under the bus. Wait, answer Matthew's question. Let me go back and I think I might have missed it. Oh, okay. Who from the org community would you like to see on the next season? Ooh. That is good. There's so many. There's so many people. Org community. I don't know if she's necessarily in the org community, but I would love to see someone like Sarah, who's played in a couple of minis. Blonde Sarah. She is such a badass player. Like I feel like would be good TV and strategic, and I think she would be very similar to Tori in a sense. Yeah, I feel like she'd be a badass in competitions too. She's definitely one. Another person. I would say maybe like Jamie Boots. I think he's so chaotic. Jamie, I've known for several years, and off and on, like blood and games with each other. But Jamie is very similar to me in the sense that like he cares about these shows. Like Jamie would give anything to play a show like this, and he's played a couple of live games before, done very well. But he's not afraid to like speak his mind whenever someone's after him, and he would again be good TV and very strategic. So I would definitely say someone like him. Gabe, I do still love you. I haven't talked to you in so long, but we should definitely play a game online soon together. Oh, Dina said that. And she's here. She is here. That's who I said would love to see on the game. She would be awesome. Another person. Oh, another person actually. Another girl. Natalie. I don't know her name last night. I played a game. Or Frill. She played in a mini a couple of nights ago. I think Friday night. Natalie. Her last name starts with an S. She would be awesome too. Badass. Yeah, Jamie played BB Columbus season 6, so that's also on YouTube if any of you are interested in watching that. Yes, Beth would be amazing. Like there are so many great like females that have come from these minis that I think could do amazing on the live version. Yeah. Yeah. Natalie Fania. I don't know how to say it. Fan. I can't even butcher it even more. But yes, her. That's her name. Um, yeah, Beth would definitely crush it. But yeah. So again, we're running out of questions. So if anyone has any last minute dying questions, I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes before I end the stream. I'm gonna end it at 3:20 my time, so I'm in Central Time. But yeah, so we'll give it like 7 more minutes if anyone has questions. Any I'll marry you, Gabe. Yep, yep. But wait, vanilla. Okay, vanilla. Okay. Gabe, you've been a room mod a couple of times I've seen, but you gotta find some things to do. You're very room limit. There's a room limit. Like, come up with some stuff, dude. Um, so I've already answered this one, Michael, but I said that I would probably drag Jayla, just because one, I think that I would have been hurt really bad, but I also could have justified Jess and Zach in the final two. But yeah, if Jayla dragged you instead of Zach, who would have had your for final conversation? Jess or Zach? Um, Honestly, I would have probably been torn because I think that I saw a lot more. I thought Zach did a lot more than he actually did, and but I had such a stronger working connection with Jess that I don't know if I could have voted against Jess in the final two. I mean, obviously I could have, but I think knowing that she had public speaking, um, like fears and stuff like that, I would have known she did a lot more than kind of what she was leading on to saying, because Jess kind of got jumbled. And a farmer, like, you got to vote the farmer. If she's planting seeds, like, got to vote the farmer. But yeah, sing a song, Gabe. All right, we're at about 4 minutes left. Yeah, thanks for staying and asking questions, guys. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, if you have any questions, how season three, about anyone, um, yeah, he did. That guy sucks. He sucks a lot. Hunter is a fun mod even before season three. Thank you. Much love, baby. Drew, definitely miss you. You need to quit leaving some of Oklahoma in Oklahoma. I need to see you with Tori sometime. But how's quarantine going? Quarantine is all right. I spent a lot of quarantine in Texas, cooped up in my family's household. But then we're starting to kind of go back to work here in Oklahoma, which is very, very, very dumb, I think. Restaurants are opening back up, which is stupid. I went by a B Dubs on Friday night, and they opened up Friday. And I went to a B Dubs on Friday night, and there wasn't a single empty like parking spot. Like this, like it's gonna spike back up so fast, and it's gonna be worse than the time before, I think. But yeah, so I'm back in Oklahoma now, cooped up in my own house for a little bit. Um, but yeah, I actually we're doing a drive by parade for the healthcare workers and the medical district in Oklahoma City in about 6 hours, not 6 hours, 3 hours at 6 o'clock our time. Um, so yeah, I'm excited for that. It'll be nice to get out of the house for a little bit and be a part of that parade. Yeah, like they really said go to a restaurant, be around people. Apparently, the restaurants are kind of like keeping people away table wise, but still dumb. Everyone, yeah, it's still dumb. All right, we're approaching the last 2 minutes. So, if anyone has anything, anybody want any juicy gossip, stuff like that? Yeah, the economy is something right now. Be shady. Who wouldn't you want to see on Sequester? Um, I'm I'm gonna take that. Is that like from my season again, Gabe? Or how? I don't. I'm gonna answer that like who I who I wouldn't want to see on Sequester again. Um, oh, an Orger. Ooh, I don't know necessarily who from the org community that I wouldn't want to see, because I would say someone who is afraid of making moves. I definitely would say someone like that. I don't know anyone specifically on the top of my head. I think people in the org community especially should have an opportunity to play a game like Sequester, whether it's the mini version, whether it's the live version, whatever the case might be, because org community is filled with reality super fans that would love to play a show like this. So I think everyone should definitely have a chance. But yeah, all right, we're in the last minute, so if anyone has any questions, please get those in. I know I touched on it before, but the application process with Sequester, like don't give up. If you don't make it on one season, seriously, um, just keep trying, keep applying. I took me 2 times to get on. I know people who haven't made it on any of the seasons, and like just keep trying. Like your time will come. Whether it is live version, whether it's mini version, play them. Um, yeah, and don't try to lie about your game to get on the show. You can ask anyone. The way that I played my game was the way I said I was going to play it. My interviews with Brent and Rob has a podcast. I told him, I said, 5 votes, I'm going to survive 5 votes. And after that, it's all about me. I can win in competitions, and I'm going to be shady. I was there for me, myself, and I only. I told him, uh, friendships are for after the show. And yes, I thought I did a lot of damage with people in the game. And luckily, they didn't take it super personally. And I've got to have the opportunity to really build friendships with everyone from my cast. And yeah, so I truly stand by everything that I said in my pregame interviews, and I played the way I did. Do I regret it at all? No. This was a game that I wanted to play, and I played it to the best of my ability. I played hardcore, and yeah, so that's the advice I can give: is play how you're going to play, say it, like own your shit, and give it your all. That means in the application process and the minis, like you never know who's watching. That's the truth. But okay, so last question before I start to wrap it up. Would you rather play Big Brother Survivor if you had the chance? Honestly, my entire life I would have said Big Brother, but within the past few years, Survivor has really become one of my favorite shows ever. Something about surviving is, and I think Sequester definitely has a sense of all reality shows in its own ways. Like I can see reality shows throughout Sequester, but Sequester has become like its own. But between other reality shows, I'm not big enough for the challenge. I could do the strategic part of the challenge, but Survivor, you have to literally survive, like physically, mentally, in the game, like your life. Be manipulative, strategic. I think you get so much more out of Survivor than the other reality shows that we all love. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna end it here pretty soon. Um, yeah, become a patron. Donate as little as $3 a month. I know times are tough during quarantine. A lot of people can't afford doing a big donation. Don't think you have to make this big donation up front. If you can't afford it, if $3 is all you can afford a month right now, then do that. You can always increase your donation each month. And yeah, apply for the live version, do whatever. If you don't want to play the minis, watch the minis. The minis are super entertaining. We have one tonight. I'm super excited for it. Yeah, starts at 8 Eastern. It's going to be a lot of drama. So yeah, Gabe also said, be a patron, y'all. All the support is awesome for Audrey. She's very passionate about this, and definitely, Audrey has done something so little and made it so big. Like, she has really taken Sequester to new places, and I couldn't be more proud of her. I'm so grateful for Audrey and the opportunity that she has given me and has given so many others. And she's really providing opportunities for all of us that love reality shows in so many different ways. So yeah, it's super cool to see something that started as like a vision of hers, and she really turned it into a reality. So definitely props to Audrey, and definitely thankful and grateful for her. People in here are giving some love to Audrey. So yeah, definitely continued support. If you can become a patron, I definitely and highly recommend it. You learn, patrons are the first ones to learn about new stuff that Sequester has like brought. Yeah. So if that's it, if no one has any more questions, I'm going to end the broadcast. I thank you guys for spending about an hour and a half with me on your Sunday afternoon. Tune into the mini tonight. Root on your favorites. Be active in the chat. Live tweet. Do whatever. And yeah, hopefully we see you in an upcoming mini, or possibly in the live version of Sequester. And best of luck. But yeah, thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A session, and hope you have an amazing rest of your afternoon and prepare for the mini tonight. So have a good day.